Pay attention, creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Yep. Poopy square. The Playable Characters Podcast. Hey, everybody.
Welcome to
Playable Characters
Podcast.
I am Brian McGinnis.
I'm Calvin Cato. How are you this week?
I'm doing great, man.
Cool.
This is level 99.
Yes, it is.
One before 100th episode.
The penultimate episode.
The penultimate.
Yes.
Right? It's going to be amazing.
Like I said, it's going to be really great. It's going to be wonderful. Please check it out.
No,
Also, follow us on Twitter,
Mhm.
Playable Podcast.
Mhm.
Email us if you have any suggestions of characters, playablepodcast@gmail.com.
Mhm. Sure.
And Patreon. Give us money, please.
Sure, if you want, patreon.com/Playable Podcast.
Money's nice.
All that stuff.
Yes. So
Um,
we have a wonderful guest in the studio today.
You want to get right into it? Let's do it.
Yes, let's, because she has to go back to work right after this.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it was interesting when she messaged us because she heard about the podcast, and I was a little nervous, obviously, because of where she works.
Yeah.
But she's going to tell us all about what it's like working there, and we're going to get into it. So
Yeah.
let's. Hi, how are you? I actually don't even know her name.
Hi, my name is Regina Buble de Buble.
What?
The third.
3 Bublés?
Yeah, it's 3 Bublés, and some people get confused
Is it
from time to time, but it is Regina, and you
Regina.
can call me Regina.
Regina, this
Nice
is so
to meet
nice
you.
to
This
meet
is
you.
I
wonderful.
know. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here.
This
You
is-
have no idea.
Yeah,
great.
I mean,
I'm freaking out right now. Like,
Oh,
I
well-
love you guys
Aw.
and everything you do.
That is
and
so
I listen
nice.
to you at work all the time, like
Thank
on
you.
repeat. Like, it's
Right.
what gets me through my day.
Well, that touches us. That's
thank
amazing.
Oh my God,
Amazing.
I touch. Well, I want to say I touch myself, but I probably shouldn't say that on the
Go
air.
for it, Regina.
Please, it's very
Oh my
divinals of you.
God.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, you guys, I'm freaking out. I can't believe
Well, we're freaking out because speaking of, you said work,
So
like,
you work at the Castle Wolfenstein.
it. Right, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And I know some people think it's a big deal because my boss is famous.
Well,
you know.
you can
I
say
don't
that.
really, I try to keep myself away from it.
Yeah.
I don't really do any research. I never ever Google anybody that I work for.
That's probably
That's
So
smart.
I don't know why everybody's making a big deal,
Yeah.
but he's a great boss
Really?
so far. I
Hmm.
haven't seen him
Okay,
much. He
Is he
keeps
still
to
around?
himself, you know. I just bring him some pomade for his hair because he likes to keep his hair real neat.
Sure.
He wears it in a side part. I think it's a little outdated, to be honest. if
Yeah.
I can tell you guys, but you know, I just let him be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
AH. I call him AH.
do you?
Okay, cool.
Or sometimes if I tease him, I call him I. I just call him I.
You are delightful.
He doesn't
I'm-
have a sense of humor.
No, and that's the thing.
No.
Like, that you don't sound like that you would work there. I guess we could say, Cal. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
How did
life
you
is full
get
of
the job?
surprises.
Where'd you grow up?
Actually, I grew up right around Memphis,
Okay.
Tennessee.
Sure.
And I want to give a big shout out to my people down there
Sure.
because I'm a barbecue kind of girl,
We got a lot of fans
blues
in
and barbecue,
Tennessee.
the big
Yeah.
B's, the 2 big B's. But the way I found this job was very, very traditionally.
Mm-hmm.
I did find the job online.
Okay.
Okay.
On something called Srags List, and I frequent Srags List.
What's Srags List?
Well, it's Srag, like the name Srag.
I've never heard of a Sreg.
Srag.
Srags List.
Srag. Oh.
It's CRAIG.
Oh,
list.
Craig.
Srags
Oh,
List.
okay.
Oh,
Oh,
you pronounce it Craig?
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank
You
you.
are so unique.
You're so crazy, Calvin.
Sorry.
I
It's a New
love
York
it.
accent.
Sorry,
I
Selvin.
loved it. You guys are so sweet.
Sreg. I've never heard anybody say it like that before.
Yeah.
Well,
You might be right.
I'm a Southern belle, and
you
I'm
are.
just, by the book. So
Mhm.
to me, it's Srags List.
Okay, I love it. So, and what did the ad say? Like, did it say where it was or who the boss
It
was?
said historically significant venue
Makes sense.
looking for full-time
Mhm.
office manager, receptionist,
Okay.
and administrative help.
A lot of roles.
And it also said must be good around unconventional situations.
Yeah.
Which
and
I'm sure there's a lot of.
People, places, and things.
Mhm.
Must be good with older folks.
Okay.
Which is definitely something I'm very good at.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not judgmental.
That's,
You
that
know, they
Southern
come in all
hospitality you got.
exactly,
Yeah.
Brian. You understand.
Hey, I get it.
And you know, the thing for me is people, places, and things come in all different shapes and sizes.
Sure.
And if you don't take care of yourself and you're a bit smelly and, you know, fingers are falling off or
so she-
whatnot, that's okay with
So
me.
she has seen them go.
You know.
So have you seen people there, like you said, maybe that don't necessarily look any more like a human? You know.
I try not to judge.
Sure, but you got it. But like you said, if a finger's falling off,
If a finger's falling off, I
Red
usually
flag?
pick it up and put it in the lost and found.
you know,
And they
Okay.
do come and collect them.
do they? Do you have like a drawer full of them?
Well, there's a bowl. It's a silver bowl.
Okay.
It's real nice.
Yeah.
And I just put them in there and I just leave them to it because they know what they want and what they're doing. And I'm just there to help out and keep everything nice and organized. You
Imagine
know?
taking the wrong finger.
And that's what
Kelly.
I'm really
Ugh.
good at.
Yeah.
I'm there to field calls,
Okay.
you know, answer any questions somebody might have. And
What
I
kind of
love
calls
my
are you
job.
getting at Castle Wolfenstein?
There's a lot of breathing on the other line, on the other end of the line. There's a lot of calls like that, and I think it's real funny too because
Yeah.
I think, oh, someone's poking fun at me, you know, Regina. But
Regina.
I like all of that. I'm just there to have a good time,
That's
you know.
hilarious.
And
Yeah.
so for me, it's really the job of a lifetime, guys.
What were you doing?
I love it.
What were you doing before? Like, at first, like, were you in Memphis and you knew? Did you know you have to travel that
Right
far?
outside of Memphis,
Okay.
there's a little town called Flemphis.
Okay.
I know it's funny.
No,
but it's
I'm
a
not-
very
I'm
small
not
town.
laughing.
It's called Flemphis,
Yeah.
but it's actually spelled Velling, but you pronounce it Flemphis.
Oh,
Wow, that's
interesting.
okay.
Is that
Yeah.
Welsh?
Oh my God! It might be. You are so smart. I love it. I think you're right. It might be Welsh. Yes. Oh my God! I'm learning so much. I
Yeah.
love it. So what was I doing before?
Yeah.
Well, it's complicated. I worked for some people. It's called a UFO type of station situation.
Oh.
And I work for extraterrestrial
Wow.
clients that were not really of the here and now, as they said. I don't know.
Well, hold on. Pump the brakes. That seems awesome. You were working for aliens?
Well, I don't like to call them aliens. They don't like that either,
Sure.
by the way.
Extraterrestrial.
I call them
Extra-
my friends.
Of
Oh,
course.
okay, good,
Your
good.
friends.
Extraterrestrial, that was a term that we were allowed to use.
Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't know much about them. I didn't see them that much. I was in the station. I was just keeping everything nice and organized.
Sure.
I'm very good at
It
organizational
seems like it. Yeah.
skills.
You're a good office manager.
I'm such a good office manager. I am not judgmental. I just take things as they come. I roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And
Imagine-
that's really me, Regina Buble de Buble de Buble the
Buble.
third.
Imagine being
love
that
that.
free-minded, Calvin, huh?
I mean, I feel like I'm pretty.
Free-spirited.
Oh, I'm very free-spirited, I would say.
But if you saw someone's finger falling off, you might judge.
I mean, I just feel like that's a little finger play. That's fine.
Yes, finger play.
Exactly.
I love
You
that.
get it? Yeah.
It means,
might-
it means something different what Calvin's saying than what you think, I think.
No, I don't think it is.
I don't know.
You think Regina knows
No,
what finger
I
play
don't
is? Yeah,
think
maybe.
I mean, no, not like.
Guys, it's really fun. And you know, I think I'm gonna introduce that to
Yeah,
the
you
castle.
should.
I'm gonna make a game night, and it's gonna be called Finger Play.
Oh,
I
boy.
love it.
And we're what we're gonna do
Mhm.
is we're gonna have everybody pull each other's fingers off, kind of toss them around,
Sure.
and then we have to match the finger to the person.
It's like
How
when-
fun
I
is
love
that?
it.
It's like when you throw your keys in the party, like in the bowl when you get to a party, so you don't drink and drive home. You know. It's
Oh, I thought no. That's usually for swingers.
Oh.
I think it could be either. It's supposed to be for a drunk driving.
What's
Oh,
a
is that really what it's supposed to be
swinger?
for?
Yes, you freak.
Whoa, I've
What's a
never heard of it.
swinger?
Oh, so I'll try to phrase this nicely. So basically,
She's a Southern
these are the
belle.
kinds of parties where like people throw their keys in a bowl, and then like the people bring a spouse
That's a
or a
big
partner.
bowl.
Yeah, oh,
they
it's
must have a gigantic bowl. Our keys are very big
Well,
because
not
we're in
like-
a castle.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
So it's a very big key, and I'm just picturing this bowl you're talking about. It must be like more like a bucket or a well, right?
Yeah, it's not like
So
that.
they throw all their keys into a well or, oh my god.
Yeah, I forget. In our world, our keys are smaller. Sadly.
Remember the keys that the merchant was trying to sell to us at one time?
Yeah.
They had that big key he was trying to sell.
Mhm.
It's like a little car key. You just throw them in a
car
bowl.
key?
Yeah, you don't have a car?
Yeah, ours are.
I don't have a car.
That's all right.
How do you get to work?
No. I live in the castle. It's
Oh.
room and board. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Do you hear
nice.
like
room and board?
do you hear like gunshots every now and then? Or
Gunshots. I
Missile
hear the
launcher?
marching practices that AH goes through every
shit.
morning.
Wow, she's really deep. in this.
He shouts a lot.
Yeah.
That's kind of his like voice warm up exercise in the morning. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Do you speak German?
Well,
You learning?
I'm bisschen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do. I kind of do. I do like on the down low.
Okay.
Oh my God. My family makes so much fun of me because I've been trying to learn the German with the programs,
Mhm. Oh, like Duolingo, like.
Duolingo, exactly. And
Rosetta
the ones
Stone or
with the
something?
fruity names,
Yeah.
like banana lingo and all that. Oh my goodness, so fun. I love it. I love learning languages. And AH is really great about that.
Yeah.
He shouts in German.
Sure does.
And he will not translate it no matter what you do. And I really appreciate that.
It forces you to learn.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
good.
Exactly.
I had a Spanish teacher like that. She wouldn't speak a word of English back in 7th or 8th grade.
That's hard.
They only spoke.
That's very
Yeah,
difficult.
I do.
Yes. And AH is he's very strict.
Yeah.
Yes.
You could say that.
Yes,
I
yes,
guess.
yes. He has his rules and he likes to stick to them,
Oh,
you know.
goodness.
Yeah.
Speaking of your parents, how do they feel about your choice of job?
My parents?
Yeah.
My parents are very supportive.
That's nice.
And my parents have come to visit
Really?
Oh.
and they never left.
Do you still see them?
I do not.
Oh.
I don't know where in the castle they are exactly, but I'm sure they're having a great time.
You should
I think you may want to check on that.
check the bowl of fingers, see if any are
Oh,
familiar.
you
Yeah.
stop it! You are crazy! Oh my God! Imagine that! I look at the boss and Mommy, what's your finger doing in here?
Yeah.
Like I see the wedding ring on there, and I go,
Right.
that looks familiar. No,
just-
you
just-
are crazy.
Just for fun, take a look when you
You-
go back.
All
maybe.
right.
You never know.
There's a lot of fingers in there. And sometimes it's just a knuckle, and then
Oh.
that's
Oh.
difficult to identify,
Yeah.
you know?
Wow.
So the kneecaps, those are difficult.
There are
also
kneecaps
to-
in there as well.
They just
well,
fall
not
off?
in that bowl, but
Oh,
sometimes I've tripped over one, and I've been like, whoops. And it took me a while to kind of identify that it was a kneecap, but I'm
Mm.
very good now at anatomy, actually, and bone identification.
That's really
That's
great.
a
I always
I'm
love
putting
jobs.
that on my resume.
I was just gonna say I love jobs where you like pick up more skills. You know.
Exactly.
bonus perk. You
Yeah.
didn't even know.
I didn't know. I
Yeah.
would learn that. And
Now-
here I am. I could be a doctor.
Maybe.
Dr. Regina Buble de Buble de Buble the third.
That'd be a
I love
long
that.
name
Does that
tag.
sound?
I like
What did,
it.
what-
It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Exactly. And actually my boss said that he could buy me a PhD if I wanted. He mentioned that in passing once.
Okay.
Literally, he was just passing
yeah.
and mumbling. And
Okay.
It was German, but I think that's what he said.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, where did this love of, I guess, office work or organizing come from? Were you back when you were a child? Did you like sort your toys out or something? Because you seem really good at it. So
I did. And, it's a touching story. I actually had a grandmother who, my grandmother was very messy. She was a hoarder.
Oh.
Not a whore.
Calvin.
A hoarder. You guys had that look on your face. I knew you were thinking it. I might be a Southern belle, but I know.
Right.
She was a hoarder, and she was very messy, and she never cleaned anything. And I loved her so much. And I promised myself when I was 3 years old, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, I am going to help my grandmama, and I am going to make things right for her. And that's what I did. And I
Beautiful.
started cleaning when I was 3 years old,
Wow.
and I never stopped until I was about 39.
Yeah. Did you find any fingers in your grandma's house?
I did not
Okay,
find
good.
any fingers.
Never know.
But I did find feces.
Yeah. Like cat or something, or like human?
Human, cat. I did find I found a dead raccoon under her pillow.
Oh,
And that was
goodness.
awkward.
Wait.
And
Under her pillow?
under her pillow, and she wanted to keep it there, and that was a big fat. And I said, Grandma, I want the best for you.
Yeah.
And then she wouldn't speak to me for about 2 weeks, and it was, it's been a real journey.
Seems like
And
it, yeah.
but the cleaning and the organizing has saved my life, and it saved my grandma's life, and so it's just something that's very near and dear to my heart.
That's awesome.
And AH is very, very, very clean and organized, and he
Sure.
likes to keep things, in nice, neat boxes. And so I'm just the perfect girl for the job.
Yeah, it seems like, wow.
Yeah, and I've gotten a raise every year since I've been there.
Oh, nice.
I've been there for about 125 years. So
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So, well, that's.
Well, cat years.
Oh,
Got you.
she got us again.
Oh my God,
You are
cat
a
years
delight.
out
Are
here.
a treat and a treasure. I love
I
that.
know. I like to have fun. I told you I like to have fun, and that's why everybody loves me in the castle.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I know that it sounds like you get along with everybody, but has there ever been a time where you didn't get along with either AH or one of your superiors?
There was one incident where so there was one man who wanted to eat me.
Oh, oof.
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
And he sort of went for me, and he wanted to take a bite out of my shoulder.
Oh, oof.
And I said, no, we are not doing that. I am here to organize things, and you will not mess that up for us.
Yeah.
And y'all need me here, and I'm serving a purpose here.
Mm.
And he didn't really listen, and
No, they
so
don't
I
use-
just had to whack him
Okay.
Oh,
a few
goodness.
times, and then he fell apart. And it was unfortunate,
Yeah.
but I did get rid of him, and we did all, it was fine. Everybody was happy with him
Well,
leaving the
that's-
castle and not being around anymore.
Does your
good.
boss tell everybody to she's off limits or anything like that, or do they
I
know?
feel like he has.
That's good.
Because people leave me alone,
Good,
you know.
good, yeah.
And I have some artifacts around me that, seem to work their magic, I can't really get into details.
You got
on
you got
that.
magic artifacts.
Well, I find them magical myself. I don't know if they're magical to other people, but they seem to do the job just fine. And
Like a
people have
rabbit's
to-
foot or something.
Well, it could be.
Raccoon
it could
foot.
be. It could be. It could be someone's head, but it doesn't have to be.
Right, it could be.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we're very open-minded, as I said,
Yeah.
and we love it, and we're just so happy, and we have parties, and everybody just gets along now.
Really? Does party- I
since
wouldn't-
Randy's been gone.
I-
Randy was really the only kind of sore thumb in the
That was
whole
his name. The guy that tried to bite your
castle.
shoulder.
Oh, Randy.
Randy.
Yeah, I
There's
never
always
liked
a
that
Randy.
name.
There
It's
is.
always a Randy.
Yes.
That's what I said. Yeah,
I
so
think we have the wrong impression of Castle Wolfenstein. It seems
I
like.
think
I
a lot of
know.
people do on the outside,
If you Googled it, you'd probably know why.
And that's
but
why I don't Google
Because
anything.
it's the symbols, I think, that are around the castle that
The
seem a little.
symbols.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean those funny lines that they threw together?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like the little
The-
bent
the-
X's, you know. it's,
right, like I think they're from India. Somebody told me
Mm.
they were like a sun symbol from India.
They, yeah.
I think they're a bit severe. You're right. I might bring that up at the next meeting that we need a new marketing strategy and we need a new sort of branding.
Yeah.
People don't really know a lot about branding in the castle,
No.
so that's
Mhm.
something that I'm very happy to be able to bring to the table.
Do they have tours? Does do you run tours? Do tourists come in and walk
Some
through the
tourists
castle?
come in, not a
Okay.
lot of them leave. A lot of people like to stay, or they just kind of, I don't know what they do really. I don't ask questions, but
Yeah.
back to the symbols, I think a rabbit's head would be really cute, with pointy ears
Yeah.
instead of what we have now.
Oh,
What do
I'm-
y'all think about that?
I'm thinking
Rebranded.
I think it'd be nice. I mean,
Like
it'd
a
probably
fr-
have to be a white rabbit,
a
but
friendly
yeah.
rabbit.
A white
head.
rabbit.
Yeah.
I like a white one. You
I
think
mean,
it
just
has
go
to
with what
be?
AH.
Your boss would probably want a white
Yeah.
or blonde-haired rabbit.
We
Yeah.
could sneak it past him.
Yeah.
He
might not
doesn't
even
get
know-
out much.
Yeah, he might not
he
even
doesn't
notice.
really go outside the castle that
That
much.
is true.
He
doesn't.
kind of stays in. So if we keep it on the outside,
Yeah.
he might not notice. I don't want to deceive him, but
Right.
it might be better image-wise to rebrand just to keep it fresh. When people Google us, they're not like, what are these
Like
out
under-
symbols?
Yeah, under new management or something like that.
Under new management,
that,
grand opening.
Yeah,
I've been
grand
dreaming
reopening.
of that.
Yeah.
Balloons balloons, confetti, all outside the castle. A little
Right?
Ferris wheel going round and round and round and round and round.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fingers flying off and whatnot. Oh my God. I love it. You guys should come by. I want to introduce
Calvin
you.
may-
Brian can go.
I can probably go. Calvin may. He's scared of flying. We'll just say.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
you could
yeah.
drive.
To Castle Wolfenstein.
Well, at some point you could drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
wouldn't
do you think
wanna
your
go-
boss would
I
have a problem with me?
I think that my boss, he just if you catch him on the right day, he hates Mondays, he hates Tuesdays, he hates Wednesdays, he hates Thursdays.
Yeah, we all do.
Fridays are not good for him.
Okay.
Saturdays he's usually in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Sundays are not great either. But if you do catch him on one day, that's good.
Okay.
And that does happen every 5 years, maybe.
Okay.
Then, I think that y'all could really get along,
I mean, do you want to try it, Calvin?
Yeah, in 5 years. Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
about it.
I'll
Think,
take-
yeah, there's
yeah.
no rush. We
I'll
don't-
think long and hard, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
I
after
would
the
love-
rebranding, I'll come by.
There
The
you go.
rebranding
Yeah.
would be so fun.
Maybe once he hears this as well, he'll hear us and think we're cool, and I don't know. Not that I want to be.
He's going to think you're
Yeah,
so
I don't think you
approval.
want to
I just realized. I want to be liked so badly. I'm even okay with him liking us. But
well, AH, he's,
yeah.
he's a character. Let's put it that
oh,
way.
Sure. It sure is.
But we don't judge.
Yeah.
So what's in your future? Like, do you want to stay here like forever? Do you want to move on? Because I know you mentioned doctoring potentially, since you know about kneecaps and finger work.
Exactly. Well, I would like to have my own castle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I really would like. The Buble de Buble de Buble, the third castle.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love just, to kind of have my own thing going and just run it the way that I want to run it. I could do with a little bit more positive energy at work from
Right.
time to time.
Not-
Right now, if
Not
I
so
could,
much shouting.
right, and if I could just be, get real intimate and direct with you guys, I feel like we're kind of bonding now, and
Yeah.
I just want to be honest. I sometimes it feels like I have to,
Here it comes.
bring all the positivity
Mhm.
at
Yeah.
work, and nobody else is bringing any positivity, and
Yeah.
so I feel like it would just be nice to have an environment where everybody's more positive,
Yeah.
So I would like to have my own castle that is all, the walls are pink and there's lots of sunshine coming through the windows, and then
Sounds
people are
great.
smiling and happy, and
Yeah.
there are no fingers falling off.
of course.
Not that I don't like it. I do like it, and I roll with the punches, as I said, but it would be nice.
Yeah,
It would
it's
be
easier to have
nice.
appendages like on the body as opposed to off of it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you get it. Here's the thing, though. I think it's really important in life to have things that you are striving towards.
Mhm.
Because if you've just got it all already,
Right.
then what are you working for? And I'm taking this as the most important life experience I've ever had because I'm still alive
Yeah.
in the circumstances that I'm in. And I think that's a really big deal, and that says a lot about my work ethic.
It sure does.
Mhm.
I
So
mean,
my resume is airtight
I bet.
at the moment.
You said, speaking of getting your own castle, I would imagine that's expensive. But you did say he gives you a raise every year.
He
like,
does.
What do you make over there? I'm just curious.
What do I make?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Can
asking
you
all the
tell us?
questions.
I was gonna say, I was like, I think it's a little rude to ask.
All
That's
right.
rude.
Well,
If she wants, you don't have to tell if you want
let's do it this way.
Okay.
What do you think I make?
Man, and you've been there for how many years?
Well, 125 in cat years.
Yeah,
So,
so what is
you
that,
figure
like
it out.
40?
None.
9. 9 years. And you probably started you at like 40, 45 maybe,
Yeah.
just to see that you did a good job. So
But
It's
it's also a
Deutsch. It's
niche-
Deutschmark. Just
Okay.
be aware of that.
Yeah,
So
no
I get
idea.
paid in Deutschmark.
no idea how to convert that. But let's
Yeah,
say,
me neither.
are you making like over 6 figures, like dollar-wise?
Also, is it still Deutschmark? So you haven't converted to euros?
No,
Damn.
he is a very traditional guy.
Mm.
He likes to keep things. He doesn't like things he doesn't know. You know,
That's the whole Calvin thing. That's why it might be tricky.
All
There's a
right,
couple
I don't know.
things.
I think one of those days that fall in between all the
Call
days
us.
that he
We'll see what
doesn't like,
happens.
he could really have a great time with Calvin.
Imagine that, Calvin.
Okay.
You and AH.
H. Well, you could call him and
Right.
he gets a tickle. He gets tickled by that.
Wouldn't-
If you
Okay.
go hi and I would, I would fix you up with some pomade for him to bring to him. He
That's-
likes it when
that's
you
his
bring
favorite
gifts.
gift, huh?
Okay.
He loves
knew?
pomade
That could've
and
stopped
a whole lot of stuff.
vegetable
Me neither.
soup. He loves vegetable
Really?
soup. He doesn't eat meat. He's a vegetarian.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very
Does
interesting.
he paint? I heard
He only
paints.
has a one testicle. Oh my God!
Whoa.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
TMI,
wow.
but yeah, it's true.
Did this come up in the company meeting?
It's kind of a known fact.
Oh.
One of, it's we're not supposed to know, but everybody knows.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just like a thing.
He has special underwear. Yeah, it has. Yeah, I shouldn't.
That's okay.
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, I make good money. It's Deutschmark,
Yeah.
and I'm very pleased.
I wonder if
with
you could
the
like buy
amount.
your own castle maybe one day.
Well, I'm saving up for
Yeah.
it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I am, and I will. I don't stop at anything.
We'll definitely visit-
I'm a real go-getter.
Sure.
You know.
We'll definitely visit your castle first. Maybe.
Yes.
We'll do
You
that.
will?
Of course.
Oh
Just
my God,
invite
that
us.
would mean so much to me.
mean,
I never have friends come over.
We're like your idols, right? You love that place.
Yes,
So
exactly. My friends, I don't have a lot of friends anymore.
you work all the time.
because I work all the time.
Yeah.
So if you guys wanted to actually be my friends, that would be
Heck
so
Oh, of course.
exciting.
Heck yeah.
We'd love to.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
really?
Again, you're
course.
so effervescent and lovely.
Oh, stop it.
Just give us your
Sexy.
AOL, before you leave. Just give us.
Well, I don't. I'm not really. Like I said,
just
I
assumed.
try to stay off the internet.
Oh, right,
I
you
really only go to check Sreg's list
Right.
because sometimes they have great furniture.
People throwing stuff out.
And sometimes I just need to find animals that sacrificial animals that I can just throw into the
Really?
into the dining room area for to be
Oh.
so
For the
that I don't
soldiers.
like. Yeah, so
Are they particular any one type, like chicken or pig, or is it just kind of like?
they like pug dogs. Little
Oh.
dogs.
Wow.
The little ones,
Are people getting rid of those on Craigslist often?
Sometimes
Yeah.
we pay for them.
Oh.
It's not really discussed, but I figure we're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Probably not
all
your favorite
right.
part of the job.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but I roll with the punches.
You
like
sure
I
do,
said,
Regina.
And
Lots of punches.
I don't judge, and everybody lives their life the way they want to.
I
You
get
know,
you.
and I'm totally fine with that.
Sure.
You know, so as long as I have room and board.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and I do live in a castle. I mean,
She saves a lot of money that way.
I
too.
do play. I do sometimes. I wake up real early, and I pretend I'm a princess.
Mm.
You know, Rapunzel,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I let my hair down, and I kind of look out over the very scary looking dark forest that surrounds us, and and I pretend it's all roses and flowers blooming, and I just get into my head and I play little games. Y'all probably think I'm crazy,
No, I mean,
but
hey.
I'm not. I'm just,
No.
I have a vivid imagination.
I can tell.
You're just being yourself. I love it.
Exactly.
Speaking of
So-
imagination, oh, you have one more question, or
Oh no, I was gonna say, if you could stick around, we just have like one quick thing to ask you.
Yes, I would love to. I'm never leaving.
Wanna play a quick- wanna play a
I
quick
love
game with
being
us?
here. Oh my God, I love games.
let's play a game of Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody! Yay!
Okay.
So this game, Regina, we're gonna do 3 video game characters. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna tell us who you want to wed, who you want to bed.
Oh
and-
my
And who
God.
you want dead. Sound
Oh,
good?
I know.
I
know
don't
it's so
want no
crazy.
one dead.
It's
You
gonna
guys
be
are
really-
crazy.
It's gonna be really fun.
I love it.
How about a deep sleep?
All right.
Okay.
All right. So
Oh my God, like what's her name?
Oh, Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
What is her name? Aurora? Is that right?
Is he?
yes,
That's
It
a
is.
I was
silly
saying you
name.
certainly would know.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love
I
it.
have a 3-year-old, so yeah, we
Yeah.
tell
Oh
stories all the time.
God. I would not advise bringing him to the castle when
No,
you
she,
come,
yeah,
or
she
her.
won't. She definitely won't come. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
might get eaten. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh.
Jeez, they like, yeah,
Oh,
they-
goodness.
they like pugs. So this first one from a very popular Genesis game, The Streets of Rage, we have Adam, which is the black guy, Calvin.
Yes,
From Streets.
yes,
not,
he is.
Not normal, not boring Axel.
No.
It's so Adam.
Yes, he is a mayor, I think, as
What-
well.
what's
He's
that
a
mean?
mayor?
I
Oh,
think he
wed.
upgraded to mayor.
He's a mayor, wed.
So he's
Done.
he's a badass, great fighter. What's
Yes.
the special move? Axel's got the spinny kick, right? What does he do?
I forgot what his special move was.
His special move is that he's a mayor.
Yeah.
Wed.
He has organizational skills, so
Wed.
yeah.
Done. I don't even. No doubt in my mind.
Okay, well, hold on. Now, again,
more.
he's got like just explain. He's got like a crew cut, little
You
flat top.
You got a flat top, a
Yellow
yellow
shirt.
shirt, and black pants, black leather pants.
He could always change his hair.
Okay, yeah, true.
You
He's
know?
he's a fighter. So, this next one from Final Fantasy V. You just explain her to me. I'm not sure she is. Faris.
Ferris.
What does she do?
She is a princess and a pirate.
Ooh, wouldn't that be fun, Regina?
Princess and a pirate.
Dead.
Purple.
Oh, hold on
whoa.
now. Wait, we got
Definitely dead. No.
Dead.
hold on. She's not even sure who's.
I want her dead.
Well, hold on. You
I want to be the only princess.
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
She's
you know,
competitive.
fair.
So Faris is what? She's a princess and a pirate. She's got long purple hair, which I kind of dig.
I hate that.
Yes.
You do. You got a little bob cut, Regina, going on. I know. You little,
It's a bob, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
little-
lob.
A little pompadourish.
It's a lob.
It's a lob.
It's a long bob. It's
Yeah,
a lob.
right.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was an accent. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
the accent.
Sorry, because
oh.
I can't.
Oh, you're making fun of my
No, I wasn't. I just wasn't sure. Like, I say things weird too. Like, I
Thank
say like
you.
bobbies instead of babies.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
And I say boobies instead of babies. So that's
So
funny. Oh my
crazy.
god.
Ah, jeez.
What else does
Damn.
Faris do?
She has
She
magic.
dies.
Does she have magic powers?
Yeah, she has magic powers.
Okay.
Magic powers.
Another reason to want
Yes.
her dead.
I'm into that though.
But magic can help you out, and it'll help you with picking up the fingers and stuff.
I know. I don't need any help from someone with purple hair that obviously doesn't know how to dress. I mean, she's wearing a tiny little dress, tiny little skirt, and no, I want her dead.
Okay.
But this next one, from Mortal Kombat, Queen
Sin-
Sindel.
Yes.
All right, and she's pretty evil. Actually.
She is very evil.
Well,
Yeah.
then definitely bad.
So she's kind of like a witch. She got long white hair, which can attack you. By the way,
Yes.
she can fly. She can float. She's
She
got
also has
magic.
this very loud scream.
Oh yeah, she
Oh, I
screams.
love it.
But like it's like deafening and it can kill you.
All right.
It's like
I can work with that.
It's a lot.
That's
you
all
know?
right.
You really are
H would
easygoing.
appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, you would.
You
actually.
know?
So let's try it again. So Wed Bed Dead, Adam, Faris, or Sindel. What are your choices here, Regina?
Well, I think I'm pretty clear on
Yeah?
my choice. I would definitely wed Adam. He is a
You're
mayor.
gonna wed him.
He was strong.
Yeah.
Can I just say he looked very well taken care
Yes.
of physically.
Mhm.
The girl with the purple hair with the little mini
Faris?
skirt
Faris.
that thinks she's a pirate or
Yeah.
whatever. No, I
Not
want her
into it.
dead.
Okay.
I never want to see her again.
All
I
right.
want her out of my life.
Hmm.
I don't want her messing with anybody else's life. And then the one whose hair can attack me.
Yeah,
That sounds like a good time. If you know what I mean.
I do.
Oh, I do.
Do you have any time for relationships where you are?
In my head I do.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean I guess not. I'm very focused on work and
You should-
on making my dream come true.
You should check the Craigslist. Do they have like sections like that?
Craigslist.
Craigslist to
I'm not
find
sure.
to find a mate for the night.
I'm
No, not anymore. That's
Oh.
all banned.
Oh,
Oh,
Figures
why?
you
Because
know.
they were eaten.
sure-
Oh,
Something like
I'm
that.
sure
yeah.
some of them were.
Something
Right.
like that.
Oh no,
Calvin,
I'm so
what do-
sorry to hear that.
what are your choices here, buddy?
So, you make a lot of very good compelling
did.
points.
Thank you.
But I think, with that being said, I would wed Adam.
Oh my god.
I agree.
See?
Oh my
Mayor.
god.
See?
Very nice.
Of course you're gonna wed him.
Oh well, yeah. Again, will
A
we get
super-
each other?
Why are you not gonna bed him?
Well, of course I'm
He's
gonna
a
wed him.
mayor.
He's a mayor.
You're insane.
You're
And
set
from an
for
inner
life.
city, exactly. From an inner city, I'm
For
from an inner
life.
city.
And also,
You're set for 6 years,
no, you live in the
No.
best house in town.
Exactly.
Everybody will be jealous of your house.
Exactly. Whatever.
You get the house with the columns.
Exactly. Whatever
They
Gracie
always have
Mansion is in
columns.
Metro City, I'm living there.
Me
All
too.
right.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
I'm into it too.
All right.
Yes. Thank
Alright.
you.
Thank you.
With that being said, you're not gonna like this. I would have to dead Sindel.
Which one's that? The
With
one
the
with the
hair.
white
The
hair?
one with the crazy
That's
hair
all
and the
right.
screaming. It's too loud. She's too loud. I'm older now. I need quiet. you know?
Serenity.
Yeah, exactly. Some serenity, some
Sure.
quiet
Peace.
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's only so much evil you can like allow with you. Do you know what I mean?
that's what I say to all the time. You know.
All right.
Get it.
Yeah.
And then I would bed Ferris.
Well,
I
of
think
course you'd bed the pirate with the purple hair.
I just think it'd be a fun time, you know. And when are you ever gonna get to sleep
Versus
with
a
the
super
pirate?
fit black guy.
Well, no, we're gonna wed.
Shame on you.
We're gonna sleep together.
Shame
We
on
just
you.
won't like be biblical.
You're
together.
uninvited from FlameCon.
What about you, Brian?
I'm gonna dead Adam.
Wow.
Oh my
I just have to right away on.
He's been on a racist streak, so
That is not racist at all. Just out of these
I
choices.
think it's a male thing.
It is
he
right
feels
now.
threatened by him.
It's not even that.
Yeah,
it's just,
I think that is also. You're right.
I mean, these
it is.
choices. I just it would be.
We get it.
We get
Look,
it.
he's
It's
a,
all right.
He's a good guy, I'm sure.
We
but
see right through you.
I'm sorry. It's,
Right through you.
it's
Yep.
hypothetical, you know. But this one here, it is tricky because if you bed Sindel, yeah. What if she does yell? I'm not saying I'm confident in what I'm going to do to her, but and she
Oh my
screams. What if she
I
screams?
love how modest he is.
What,
Goodness.
what if she screams and like my ears start bleeding and like the neighbors are like, "Quiet up there, you two." It could happen.
That's true. Or they could be dead
Or
from the
they're
screaming.
dead also. Who knows? That's why it's
You
tricky.
might want to do it when you have neighbors you don't like.
Oh.
Idea.
And that would be great.
Which is
and
pretty
then
much-
you could take over their
It's pretty
apartment
much always.
and have a duplex.
Regina, you're the best problem solver.
I
Have you thought
know.
about getting into real estate?
Well, thank you. I have actually, and well, yes, I have. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. I am starting my own real estate business in about 2 years.
Oh,
I've decided
can't wait.
after my own castle.
Are
Okay.
you going to call it BBB3 Realty or something?
Yes.
That logo could be because the
Oh
B kind of
my
looks like a 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
BBB3,
B looks like a 3.
Oh, true.
You could probably get a really cool graphic designer and make a really cool logo for you.
And I was not going to use the same one that AH has been using for his
No.
branding
Definitely not.
because of what we talked about earlier. It's just
Yeah.
kind of out of date.
Very.
So I'm on the lookout. And if anybody's listening to this podcast
they
and wants
are.
to get in touch, just write me a letter at the castle.
Right. Send it
And
right to
I'll maybe send some samples with it,
Yeah.
you know, some ideas. And I would really appreciate
It's a
that.
great idea.
And there would be a jingle to BBB3 Realty.
Oh
you know?
I love it.
So good.
Amazing.
I'm not
I
sure, I'm
love
not sure
it
the jingle's
too.
going to fit on like the bus station benches, but hey, we'll figure it out somehow.
I think so.
Right?
Hey, BBB3, a realty.
Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe you actually have a
Yeah.
bus station, then you push a button and it does the jingle.
Yeah.
on the
Oh, like
bench.
those like traveling buses that go around. That would be great.
Yes, that would be great.
Yes.
You are so smart.
Thank
You're
you.
hired.
So,
Look at this.
so I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. So
I think I'm gonna.
So you're gonna marry the girl with the purple hair?
You know what?
That's a recipe for
no,
disaster.
you know what? You know what?
Sorry.
I'm gonna bed her. I'm gonna bed Ferris with the purple hair.
Oh, and you're gonna marry the
I'm gonna marry
screaming one?
Sindel because even
You
though
like
she's
adventure.
sometimes, but even though she's evil, it's like she's still in charge. She's kick ass, and it's just like
But what if you have a really bad argument and she, screams your head off? Literally.
I'll just
Well,
do
that
every-
would be a good exercise in zen
There
and
you go.
being zen.
We'll both learn to love each other, and rule the world.
No,
together.
no. You will learn
Okay.
not to say anything to make her angry.
That's true, too.
And that's what all men should learn anyway when they're in a
Yes,
relationship
I'll
with a
try.
woman.
And no
Mhm.
biting
So-
shoulders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That too.
Yes.
Maybe a little nibble on Sindel.
I don't think so.
Isn't she like
Yeah.
10,000 years old?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, well.
But she looks good for her
don't
age.
bring
Looks great
that
for her.
up. That's my advice.
With that, everybody, we got to go. Regina, thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
This has
much.
been
Thank you,
amazing
thank
for
you,
having
thank
us. Safe travels back
Thank
to the
you
castle.
so much.
I hope your boss is okay with this.
Well, I think so. And
Yeah.
if he's not, well,
it was nice
you know,
knowing you. Yeah,
exactly.
so, everybody, thank you so much for listening to Playable Characters Podcast. Remember, join us next week for episode 100.
Yes.
It's going to be awesome.
Super spectacular special.
Yes.
And we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for listening to Level 99 of Playable Characters Podcast. This is a very special episode because we actually are including the bonus content with Lucie Pohl, who is our playable character today. You may know her as the voice of Mercy from Overwatch, as well as being a voice in many, many other video games. Please enjoy.
Lucie is known for, if you want to tell us,
Yes.
tell the family something. about
Sure. I voice the very little known character of Mercy on Blizzard Entertainment's Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yes, I am the doctor.
Yep.
And I also have a voice on World of Warcraft, Battle
nice.
for Azeroth.
Oh, nice.
And I have some voices on Hearthstone.
Mhm.
And I have some voices on Red Dead Redemption 2.
Everybody has that.
No big
I feel like
deal.
I'm the
Yeah,
only one that missed
everybody
out on- I
does.
missed out. I don't know how I missed out on that.
Wait, who else is in it?
A lot of people.
Everybody's on Red Dead
Oh, really?
Redemption
There's
2.
like 900 characters.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
My agent
Yeah.
doesn't do the work with that much, unfortunately. Anyway,
With Rockstar?
Yeah, I know they were here in New York, but
Oh.
anyway,
Are you even allowed to say Rockstar? Their confidentiality agreements are so intense. I don't know if
I just had a
you say
conversation.
Rockstar and then a sniper blows your brains
I
out.
had to sign something on audition yesterday, 2 days ago, for Lay's potato chips. It was this
Ooh.
big secret commercial. I'm just like, okay, I'll tell you later if you want. No, I won't. Just kidding. I didn't book it yet, but yeah.
I
was,
think you just blew the confidentiality agreement.
No, I didn't.
I had to sign something for.
I didn't say what it
Let me tell you the
was.
company.
I didn't say what it was. So
It rhymes with Pringles.
Springles.
Mercy is now on Pringles tubes. What do you call them? Boxes?
Tubes, I guess.
Tubes,
A
I
box
guess.
of-
They're
a
yeah.
box
And
of Pringles?
Cheese It?
Oh,
Cheez-It
really?
crackers.
Do you get a cut
Wow.
of that?
Like
Do you
the
get a cut of that
actual-
or no? No,
No.
that's not your voice.
There's no cuts of anything.
Oh, that's
of
kind of
any kind.
bullshitty.
Well, it is what it is, you know?
And games don't pay a shitload either. Video games.
No, they don't.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
I'm surprised. I
Especially
guess I
which-
assumed it would be like a lot.
No, it's not.
You don't get residuals
Yeah.
on video games.
There's a whole
yeah.
thing.
Wow,
Damn.
wow.
Shit.
but
Are they
so-
trying to like work on that in the guild?
Yeah. It's,
Sort of, but not really.
here's what I'll say with your character. And when we met, I was like, oh, that's awesome. I started playing as Mercy after that.
Yeah.
I never liked using like the healer in games ever. Mercy is awesome to use. I'm dead
I'm
serious.
so glad you said that. I was ready for
Yeah.
my stance.
I hate
ready
because
to
I want
knock you
just,
out.
I just want to shoot everybody and do that. But like
Yeah.
when you use Mercy, like, you really feel like, holy shit, I'm helping everybody out because you're regenerating everybody else's health, and it's just like awesome too,
Yeah.
and it's fun to use as well. That's why Overwatch is my favorite shooter. I'm terrible at them. Every character is so different.
Yeah.
That's why it's fun. I think. That's,
Well,
they
I
really
think-
hit on something really cool. With
I
that.
do think you're absolutely right because we get asked that question a lot. Why do you think the game has become as
Every character's
popular as
different.
it's because of the diversity of
Yeah.
the characters, and not only in terms of where they're from, but how they play when you play them and their abilities. And then also, of course, it's super fun that
is.
like there's characters from all over
Doesn't
the
take
world,
itself serious.
all different
Yeah.
sexual orientations. Like one, Symmetra has autism.
Oh really?
Oh, I did not know
she's
that.
They get
meant
that
to-
deep.
Yeah. It goes deep. Like they're really three dimensional. What I love about Mercy is that as a female character, she's really three dimensional. She's super sexy, but she's super educated and smart. She's a doctor.
Yeah.
She's a scientist. She is very tough, but she has like a very soft feminine side to her, like a real person.
Yeah.
Like a real
Yeah.
woman out there that could be a doctor and be all these things at once and not just be this like weird stereotype, which
Yeah.
we see a lot of, especially in video games. you
Oh
know?
yeah, it's like a lot of just like random like sex pot,
Like
but
Ferris-
I'm also an
Yeah.
assassin, and you're like, this doesn't
Like
really.
Ferris with her
Yeah.
mini skirt and purple
Yeah.
hair.
It's what's funny. She's actually one of the deeper characters in that
yeah?
in Final Fantasy. Yeah,
Oh, really?
she's like a pirate, but she there wasn't enough time to get into this, but she's a pirate, but she actually dresses like a man because she's like surrounded by all male pirates, and so like there's like a whole
It's
like
like Shakespearean.
it
Yeah.
kind of is.
Yeah. Very
But it
cool.
is really impressive because like it was one of the first like games that really like dealt with that sort of like cross-dressing thing, and also cross-dressing to like fit in a man's world, and
Yeah.
then like they finally find out, but they're like, well, we had a idea that you were a woman and we're cool with it anyway. Like she's pretty deep.
Yeah, it's
Deep.
cool. I mean, I think that, video games are underestimated by everyone that doesn't play video games.
It's like the Bill Maher thing a few weeks ago when he was just
know?
like, comic books are for stupid kids.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
It's so
it's not really. Like, there's cool stuff in comic books.
It's
but
such cool stuff, and the
the
stories
movies are
cool.
stupid. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, all you do is talk about pot all day. You're a child when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Like, I like Bill Maher, but he's like, it's just stop. This is
Yeah.
a dumb argument.
Well,
You're
also
trying
the
to-
thing about comic books, it's so interesting. I was reading an article about like a guy. I wish I could remember his name. He like now does like a bunch of like crazy like smart high level like philosophy stuff, but he actually like learned English through reading comic
Yeah.
books because back in the day like comic books actually used to have like a certain vocabulary quota to hit, and so because of that he was like, I learned like all these like more complex words. I
Yeah.
learned the context of them through comic books. So he's like, whenever people shit on them, it's like, well, if you're, because he was from Spain, he's like, it's really hard to learn English in general just because there's a lot of like weird stuff and idioms and things like that, but comic books are an easy way to like learn like
Yeah.
idioms really easily and succinctly.
Well, I think that, for video games as well, I've met so many fans over this last year doing a lot of Comic Cons and conventions and fan meet and greets and everything. And they take a lot from the characters. They take a lot of inspiration. These characters are aspirational, a lot of them at least. And they find, obviously whenever you take inspiration from something and it makes your life better, it's within you anyway.
Yeah.
But they do find it there, in these games. So I I'm around a lot of like movie people, and they kind of look down on video games, and it's so silly because people spend so much time playing these games and
making them.
and the
for
writers
Pete's
are
sake,
so
you know?
good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The writers are so good, and they really are writing complete, complex stories, backstories, characters, and it's a really amazing world out there, that just is giving people so much, and that I think is on par with cinema and with literature.
High five right there.
Absolutely.
You're
I
100%
think
right.
I think
The-
people
the-
just have to wake up to it
The
a little more.
scripts for like God of War and Last of Us and Red Dead have
Yeah.
to be 10 times the size of a normal movie script because
Yeah.
they're 30 hours long. There's so many characters.
There's multiple endings.
Oh my god! Like it's not just like fucking Pac-Man anymore. It's like these
Yeah.
are long, full orchestra, original score, things like that. Like people don't get. When I told my wife, like that's like when I showed her some of the Last of Us music stuff, and because there's like bonus footage of that,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I'm like, "Yeah, no shit."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's not like a robot doop, boop, boop, like music. No, this guy composed this with 60
Yeah.
people playing instruments. Like it's,
Yeah.
it's
And
legit.
not only that, but what I think is really cool about the, something like Overwatch is that people are also meeting each other playing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's so cool. So it's building communities. Do you know how many people I've met that like fell in love playing
With you?
Overwatch? No, no, playing Overwatch. Like
Yeah.
how cool is
It's awesome.
that?
You can curse. It's
I can
awesome.
Yeah,
curse?
you can
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, how fucking cool is that? And like best friends or groups of
Yeah.
people that had never met, and then they meet up at a convention for the first time,
Yep.
and they dress up, and you know what I mean? Like, or then there's a lot of people that have like social anxiety disorders that play video games. Obviously, we all
hell
know
yeah.
that, and it
Calvin's one
allows
of
them it allows them to connect with people
Hell yeah.
in ways that they're not able to in other places, and find kindred spirits. So I think it's beyond. It's not just entertainment, and that's what's so cool about it. It builds communities. I meet so many people, especially with Mercy, that are like, I'm becoming a nurse because of Mercy.
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
just
Cool.
that,
Yeah.
and it's you didn't like create the character,
No, of
but
course
like
not.
you got to feel so cool and good just hearing that. Like it's so awesome.
I feel so grateful that I'm
Yeah.
able to be part of something that reaches and touches so
Plus,
many
again,
people.
that's still going as strong as it is.
Yeah.
After this,
I'm just grateful.
know.
And I was Michael Chu, who's the head writer for Overwatch, was here because we did the Lego launch.
Yeah, I saw it this week.
They made Overwatch Lego, and I always make sure to tell him as often as I can that like how grateful I am and how much in awe and how much I admire him for having created this whole world. It's just
awesome.
really cool.
It's a very fun game.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Lucy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Seriously, thank you
We
so
like it.
much
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Thank you. So fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a great idea.
And real quick, like full disclosure, you barely knew what you were gonna do when you sat down in this chair.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
fucking nailed it. It was so funny.
Yeah.
I love to take you to because you're German, right?
I
You're-
am German.
that's
I
why
was
we-
born in Germany. I grew up
Yeah,
here.
we had this suggestion of being the receptionist at Castle Wolfenstein,
Yeah.
and you went the other way, and it was awesome. So.
Yeah. Thank you. So
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you.
Yay.
And thanks you guys for listening.